A very good morning to you all. This is the 21st of December. It's the winter solstice. One sec. There we go. That's the right way around. So what is this? This is the shortest day of the year, is it not? The shortest day of the year ever. Does that mean we've got to get everything done a little bit quicker today? I think it might do. We're already fast running out of today. It's not even sun up yet, and it'll be sundown before you know it, but then we will be getting longer days, and we're on the up again. We're on the up again. Right, let me just shut this door around me. Oh, my knee's hurting again. I'm just looking for something to sit on. Hang on, let me draw it back here, look. Draw it back here. And then I can sit on my chair. Oh, apologies everyone, I'm faffing this morning. I am faffing. That's better. Right, roll up, where are you all? That's better, I'm sitting down. I think from all of my knee-dwelling present wrapping stuff yesterday, I must have been tucking my knees underneath me and sitting cross-legged and all that kind of stuff. And it's my knee's a little bit sore this morning, but I'm sure it'll get better throughout the day. I put a support on it, so that should see me in good stead. Right, morning, Red Rita, you're the first one in. Are we getting later, everybody? Hang on, let's just take our time in this next 2 minutes to the 8 a.m. Just have a sit, have a slurp. Might need to blow mine a bit as well. Just got out of the bath. Did get up a little bit late. Bob's not at work now, but he's doing some work. But we still managed to get up a bit late. Kids are out the door earlier than usual, actually. They're on half a day today. Many of your grandchildren, if you've got them and that are still at school age, will probably be finishing today. If not, they're going to get a thumbs down from the kids, because I think they are ready for a break. Right, morning Vivian and Paul. Gillian's just arrived as well, I can see. Good morning to all of you lot. So today the plan is a triple trio of movement snacks. Gonna nip to Foss Park after we've finished up here. Back for the noon, out for the 4. Meet a couple of Bob's friends for lunch, well, 2 o'clock lunch. One of them's back from Singapore for a bit. And drop some prezzies off to Bob's parents and his family. I'll need to be, I just don't know. Just don't know. Has anyone got an elf-like secretary they can lend me? Something like that. Right, looks like it's 8 o'clock, everybody. So keep your cuppa by the side of you. You might need to have just a refreshing sip from time to time. And here we go then, 3, 2, 1. Good morning and welcome. It is the shortest day of the year today, which doesn't help when we've got so much stuff to get done. But it is, it doesn't mean we've lost an hour, of course. It just means shorter daylight, doesn't it? That's how I'm tricking you all today. Anyway, it's my brother's birthday today, so happy birthday, Darren. I think you're 41 years old. But flip that around and that's our Axe, 14. But we love him all the same. So have a good birthday, bro. And we'll get on with the movement snack, shall we? Okay. Ready when you are. Let me just set this back a little bit. Make sure I get my feet and my head in. And a bit of the Christmas tree. Right, sit tall or stand tall. If you're starting in standing, you can do stuff in seated, of course. And if you started in seated, you might progress up to standing at some point. But everybody up tall, best you can. Take a deep breath, get ready for the day, hip walk into your working position and start your foot pedals when you're ready. So we always start at the bottom and work our way up, and then for the mobility moves, we start at the top, work our way down to the feet. Change that and turn that into a bit of a leg march. And if you are in standing whilst you're doing this, you might want to find a little bit of external support to just rest your fingertips on. Just making sure, this is a bit too much of a stretch away from me, making sure that you're not too far away from your external support. So picking up and putting down the feet, rolling through them. Your arms, if they're down by the side of you, will just come into a bit of a natural swing, but try and build that into a more purposeful arm swing. You might want to start with holding on to your external support and just working through the one arm at a time. Keep going there. Just keep going for a bit longer. The beauty of these arm swings, it warms up and loosens up the areas that we target within our top trio. And hopefully we'll start to feel the benefit of this Cirque Boost any second. Feeling a bit warmer. Just starting to feel like we're moving maybe that bit better as well. Take a pause with the legs, maybe come out a little bit wider with the feet. The base of support, really important to support the movement that's happening in the top half. So drive the elbows back and get a bit more movement from the shoulders there. Okay, that should do us. That should do us for Cirque Boost. So have a think about where you want to be. Do you want to stay in seated or come into standing? Or vice versa. Have your feet that little bit wider and then lift the shoulders up. Bring them up towards your ears and then down, sliding the shoulder blades down. Now the arms aren't much involved here with the lifts and the lowers and the circles. In seated, I prefer the arms to be off the chair, off your thigh, not holding on. That just opens the posture a little bit here than having your hands there, I reckon. See how you feel though. But as long as where your arms are and where your hands are on external support doesn't hinder or restrict any movement and range of movement, then all is good. Let's turn these into a roll now. So forwards and upwards, skimming the earlobes, round, back and down. Oh, give those shoulder blades a little squeeze at the back end there. Up, round, back and down. A couple more. So 4 or 5 of these, all just enough to mobilise, but not too many for it to be too repetitive and to tire out the area that you're working. Just regular, little and often is just the ticket. Right, head turns. Ooh, ouch. Ooh, creak, crunch, crash. Don't join me on the floor, everyone. Stay where you are and turn your head to the side. We do need to be mindful of how this makes us feel, i.e. we want to avoid any dizziness and foggy-headedness or balance challenge. I think Rommel's just told me off there. What have I done to you? And keep going for a few more on each side. Just going to take a sneaky sip. Morning, George. I can see you've arrived. Take it easy. Gillian, Sheila. Hang on a minute. I'll have a look at the last couple more. Maddie and Maya I can see you're in as well. Messages haven't arrived for some reason. Okay, fingertips to the chin then for a guided chin tucking action. I'll turn to the side, you can have a look at mine. To lengthen up the back of your neck. Draw the chin in, right towards your throat. Now, you get enough extra creases and maybe a chin or so extra by tucking the chin in. I'm going to try not to create any extra furrows in my brow as well. It does make me really want to raise my eyebrows and crease my forehead. Look, there's too much going on up there. One more will do. Oh, I've got a grumpy cat. Right, get on with some reaching and rows, everyone. So, hands together, warming up the trunk, reaching and a rowing, seated or standing options. Hang on a minute, I'm just going to let Rommel out before he gets super grumpy. Go on. We know exactly where Rommel's going. He's going to find a bed to lie on. Oh, that feels good, getting into the trunk. Now you've got some decisions, some choices for positioning for your trunk trio moves. You can be sat, you can be stood. Sitting down keeps the hips still and there'll be no balance challenge sat down. Standing, you'd always want to go a bit wider with your feet. You might want to nudge up to something that you've got enough space behind you for when you get to the trunk twist, or you could have your external support directly in front of you. When you're ready then, into a side bend, tracking the fingertips down, coming back up to the middle. Feel that equal space between your ribs and your hips there. There's no space between the ribs and the hips to the side that you lean into. And an opened up space where you might find you've got some stretch sensation there as well. Keep going. If you're in seated, just focus on keeping your hips planted and straight down to the side. This is the action that you'll do when you're putting down your cup of tea or coffee or picking it up from the floor. Or if you sat at the table, you've dropped your knife and fork or a spoon and you need to reach down, pick it up, retrieve it from the floor. Right, trunk turns then. So you might want to get your arms out the way or just have them freely moving comfortably down by your side. If you've got your hands on your thighs or your external support as you twist, no pulling yourself around. Just turn comfortably and naturally. Not a forceful pulled round motion there. Hips, focus on those, staying still. If you want to put a small head turn in, that's generally what will happen if you're turning your trunk, and there might be a low arm reach as well that you just track back. So these twisting actions, your arms can be in many different positions to draw whatever it is round you or over you. You'll turn over and move around the kitchen, the bathroom, with lots of small and larger twisting actions. Right, back extender then. This is the one we need when we've been hunched over, rounded over, maybe sat on the floor doing some Christmas presents, maybe sat writing Christmas cards or typing emails, maybe just sitting watching TV. So take your feet out wide. Let's get ourselves up into the best posture we can be in. This is an extension of your best posture. Hands on external support, knees soft and spongy, chin down, all of those for balance and stability. And then take the shoulders backwards without tipping your chin towards the ceiling. We don't want to look at the ceiling. There might be cobwebs up there. Lift, chin tuck in place. It's almost too easy to lose your head over the back of you when you do this move. And that could have a big change in your balance. So just be aware of that. Set it in place. Take the shoulders back. Bend the spine in that movement that we need when we're lifting, reaching, retrieving and guiding stuff back down. High level reaching. Some items of getting dressed into, you might need a bit of a reach in action, and a back extension comes into play there. And any lying down, turning lying positions will need a bit of back extension. There we go. Right, ankles, feet and toes. Come on, come on. Let's get this one underway. Let's get our walking equipment loosened and mobilised and feeling good. If you've got any swelling, puffiness around your ankles, these Cirque Boost type moves can be really good to help manage some of that dizziness. You don't get dizziness around your ankles, potential puffiness around your ankles. Do some fidgety feet. You know what they are. Toe crunches, toe lift and splays. Few of those, maybe a few toe taps as well. Now I've just hip walked back, so you don't have to be in your seated working position to get your fidgety feet done. But the first option is back here with the supported posture. Just a low leg lift there, not too high. It's comfortable around the top of your thigh. It's comfortable around your knee as you hold your leg in that place. And we've got a wiggly, waggly ankle on the end, pointing and pulling back. Very specific, that. From your seated position, forwards in the chair, toe taps down, heel digs in. Feel a bit of length across the top of your foot, and as you pull your toes back, you might feel that length around the heel, Achilles, into the calf as well. So we are loosening the muscles around the joints, and the joints are loosening too. Standing, you can have your hands on your external support. No balance challenge. We don't want a balance challenge here. So make sure that you're steady and tapping the toe down. Just have a little glance down. Heel and toe, or toe and heel, really doesn't matter. Studying cues, foot pedals, ankle mobility. Definitely if you're travelling somewhere, if you're a passenger in the car, you can probably do these. If you're training it or planing it, a few of these movements crowbarred into the flight or the journey time is all a good thing. All right, everyone, there we have your 8 a.m. Ooh, she's getting there, but will she ever get up? Morning, Dawn. Thanks for my Christmas card. I got it yesterday. Right, everyone. Job done here. Your messages are still not arrived. Morning, Sheila. I'm not sure whether I clocked your name earlier, but oh, here they come now. All right, George. Yes, George. You got to just take it, rest it up for a short while. Rest it up. Regain your strength, and we'll be here to entertain you and just do what you can. All right, everyone, have a good day. Well, have a good 4 hours until the 12 noon, and I'll be back to see you then.